We humans love to dream big. For decades, we've been told that the next step for our species lies out there in the stars, on the moon, on Mars, maybe one day on planets orbiting distant suns. And sure, that's exciting. The idea of giant rockets, gleaming space stations, and red Martian landscapes feels like the stuff of science fiction becoming real. But here's the twist. While we've been gazing at the sky, we've been ignoring something even stranger, even closer, and possibly even more important. It's not light years away. In fact, it's right here on Earth. I'm talking about our oceans. Think about this. We've mapped the surface of Mars in greater detail than we've mapped our own seafloor. Over 80% of the world's oceans remain completely unexplored. We know more about craters on the moon than about the mountains, trenches, and ecosystems hidden beneath the waves. And the ocean isn't just big blue water. It's another world entirely, a place of crushing darkness, alien-looking creatures, and physical forces so extreme they rival outer space. It's like Earth's own version of the cosmos, an unexplored frontier that covers 70% of our planet. So here's the question. What if humanity's next giant leap wasn't to Mars, but down into the deep? What if we built cities not among the stars, but beneath the waves? Picture this. You wake up in a home that isn't surrounded by grass or sky, but by water. Out your window, instead of birds and clouds, you see schools of fish darting by, glowing jellyfish pulsing like neon lanterns, and maybe, if you're lucky, the silhouette of a giant squid passing in the distance. Your city isn't made of concrete and steel skyscrapers, but transparent domes and reinforced tunnels. There are farms of kelp and algae providing food and oxygen. There are energy systems powered by ocean currents, geothermal vents, and maybe even tidal turbines. Above your head, hundreds of meters of seawater shield you from storms, heat waves, and even the threats of climate change. This isn't fantasy. Engineers and scientists have already experimented with underwater habitats. The Aquarius Reef Base in Florida is one example. A small underwater station where researchers can live for weeks at a time. It's tiny compared to the vision of a true underwater city, but it proves one thing. Humans can live beneath the waves. The question is, could we scale it up? Could we make not just research stations, but whole civilizations? Of course, it's not that easy. Colonizing the deep sea might actually be harder than colonizing Mars in some ways. Let's talk about the biggest hurdles. First, pressure. Water is heavy, really heavy. For every 10 meters you go down, the pressure increases by about 1 atmosphere. At 1,000 meters, that's 100 times the pressure at the surface. At the deepest part of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, the pressure is over 1,000 atmospheres. That's like stacking the weight of an entire mountain on top of a single human body. Any structure we build has to withstand that kind of crushing force. One tiny crack, one flaw in the material, and it's game over. Second, darkness and isolation. Past a certain depth, sunlight doesn't reach at all. Colonies would need artificial lighting, not just for people, but for growing food. And psychologically, living in a dark, enclosed environment could be tough, like being in space, but without the view of stars. Third, oxygen and resources. Sure, the ocean is full of water, but not the kind we can breathe or drink. Colonies would need powerful life support systems, recycling air and fresh water endlessly. And then there's cost. Building habitats that can withstand massive pressure, generate their own energy, and support human life is going to be extremely expensive. But then again, so is going to Mars. So why even think about colonizing the deep sea? Well, for one, resources. The ocean floor is rich in minerals like cobalt, nickel, and rare earth elements, the stuff we need for smartphones, batteries, and renewable energy technologies. Right now, countries are already eyeing deep-sea mining as the next gold rush. Colonies under the sea could be perfectly positioned to tap into that. Second, energy. The ocean is a powerhouse of untapped energy. Imagine entire cities powered by tidal generators, ocean thermal systems, or methane hydrates. If we cracked that, undersea colonies could actually be self-sustaining. Third, survival. Let's be honest, Earth is facing some serious problems. Rising temperatures